Makers, the final frontier. These are the adventures of the YouTube channel Little History. Its eternal mission to explore strange new models, to seek out new kits and new brands, to boldly go where no scratch build has gone before. Sorry about that, Carl. Mute everyone. Welcome to the show. We're back again. It's time for the show and tell show. We've got some really special guests this week, and I'm so honoured that they've agreed to come on. We've got Lindsay's Bills. Lindsay, say hi. Let me get you on big for a second. There we go. Lindsay, say hi, my friend.
Hello, everyone.
Joined as well by Penny's Pit Stop. Penny, say hi.
Hi.
Let's go to some fresh meat now. We got Carl Edwards. You might have know Carl from being called Michelle for so long. Finally got an internet connection up in Scotland. And welcome, Carl. Say hello.
Hello. I just did.
Honoured as well. Fresh meat, more fresh meat. Sorry about that.
Hey, everybody.
Jeff Donahue, welcome to the show.
Thanks for the invite. Appreciate it.
I'm honoured, sir. And second time on the show, John Alex Scale Modelling. John Alex, say hi.
Hello, and thank you for having me, Terry. Appreciate it.
No, it's my honour, and we're going to dive straight into this. First into the show tonight in the green room, or was, dun, dun, dun.
Not me.
No, let's get it right. Carl Edwards, welcome, my friend.
Penny was in before me.
Penny was first.
No, I wasn't.
I just thought I'd throw you a curveball with you being new, Carl.
Right, thank you.
Welcome to the show, sir. What have you got for us?
Oh, I don't know. What do you want? Do you want the T34?
Let's go with the T34, my friend.
Yeah. Let's you make them closer.
Yeah.
It's a mini art T34. Full interior.
Oh,
Very nice.
Oh, you can see. And the
Absolutely
idea is
gorgeous.
It's a repurposed because it's Russian
Mm-hmm.
and then being captured by the Germans
Right.
and being sprayed. Oops. But it's also to go with.
Carl, unfortunately, is on a lower connection speed because he's up in the middle of Scotland and they haven't got broadband there yet. But prior to the show, he did send me some photos. So what I'm going to do right now is put some of the photos up, and these will absolutely blow you away. 1 second, let me get these on big. Hang fire, Carl. So that's the detail we're talking about.
Really nice.
34.
yeah.
Absolutely stunning. Carl, I'm intrigued. The rust effect on the engine covers and the injectors, that's not standard for that kit.
No, it's just a sponge effect.
So sponge effect for the rust, but what about the injectors? What are they made out of? Is that
That's
aftermarket kit?
That's copper wire from your house, from a plug.
Copper wire.
Drilled and put in.
God, let me just zoom into this a little bit. Sorry about this, everyone in chat. I'm just trying to zoom in on that engine detail because it is absolutely stunning.
Stunning.
What scale, Carl?
That's 135.
135. Okay.
Yeah, the problem was I painted all the springs as well, and then buried them.
Yeah.
But you know they're done.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning, sir.
Very nice.
And then there's
There's your wagon.
yeah. Don't ask me to say what it is. Jeff will.
Workstat craft wagon.
Right, that's the one. And it's because of Jeff I built it. Because Jeff's built it.
Okay. Yeah.
But this is full interior as well, with workshop.
Lots of tools.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
I think Terry's got better photographs of it.
I have. Keep talking. I'm just trying to find the photographs.
Keep talking about what? The weather?
What kind of paint did you use?
Just Vallejo.
Vallejo?
Yeah, that's all I've got.
So, Carl, I have a question. I'm not into vehicles myself, and I know some people really are into their vehicles. Why? Because you seem to do a lot of vehicles and tanks and things. What's the appeal to you?
Well, it was Jeff, because Jeff had built this one, and I saw his video.
Mm-hmm.
Just couldn't believe that it was amazing. So I had to try it. It's only me.
Right.
This is my sixth build, so.
Right. And
Wow.
is it all vehicles, or have you done
That's good.
aircraft or ships or whatever?
Submarine, 3 tanks, 4 tanks.
Right. So you are a general modeler. We're just focusing on a couple of vehicles at the moment.
Yeah.
Very
that-
nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, be blown away. That's the tool bench inside that 135 craft wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's even got a drop of oil on it.
Very nice.
Yeah, I had to do it a bit different
Top
to
left
Jeff.
of that bottom bench, it's like oil spills everywhere. That is just insane.
Tie bands and
Yeah, it's actually,
Really
it's actually
good.
more on the other bench, but you can't see it. Because I put the pillar drills all covered in oil and grease.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's just. See, one of the things I look out for on models is, does it look real, or does it look just a painted model? If you blew that up to 1-to-1 equivalent, I would say that's real.
It's just stunning. I mean, I'm looking at the spanner and I'm thinking that can't be more than about 4 millimeters in length.
No.
It's smaller than
Mhm.
that. The
A lot
hard
of
bit,
those are photo etch.
yeah. The hard bit was wiring up the grinder and the pillar drill.
So, did photo etch come with that, or was that aftermarket?
Yeah, the photo etch come with it.
That's outstanding. And how much was the kit?
Oh, I think it was about £50.
Wow, that's a bargain.
It's a good buy. I like mini art.
yeah.
Oh, if you're paying 50 quid for a model, I think it should come with photo etch, to be fair.
See, I don't mind paying the money if you're going to get the value for it, and I would say that is superb value for what you get.
Oh
You
yeah.
get a lot in the kit.
There's a lot of compliments coming in on chat right now. Dominic Koku, Dominic is another amazing modeler.
Yeah.
Paying you a lot of compliments here. David James, superb. Cool Laurie. All the comments are coming in. That's just outstanding, Carl.
Yeah, but it's the hacksaw. That's a plastic hacksaw with a photo etch blade,
Right.
but the tool rolls milliput. So
Very nice.
I've just noticed what Penny said about the oil stain on the corner. That's just. How did you do the oil stain?
fillet hole. Oh god, you've asked me a question now.
There's even a puddle on the floor.
Yeah, it's oil stains.
Yeah. Makes me feel better about my messy workbench.
Oh, I'm looking at my hands shaking. Thanks a lot.
Nobody
Thanks,
bites.
Carl.
Nobody bites.
But I've even got bits missing, so the guy's going to be working on it. But hopefully it will end up being a big diorama. So I've got gantry.
Stunning, mate. What can I say? For a first time, you just blown us all away.
Now, I don't even know if you'll see that.
Yeah, the little figure. Or the torch, yeah.
The welding bottle and torch and mask
Mm-hmm.
and goggles. It's just tiny. But the grinder fitted on the end of my finger.
Mm-hmm.
Carl, brilliant stuff, mate. Thank you so much for showing us that.
Can I run away now?
What I'm going to do is, for next week's show, I'll put all the photos he sent me into a montage. I've already done a montage tonight for Bob Boosking, DS Models, and Ted, whose connections with Paul last week. That's coming up towards the end of the show. So stick around, everyone. I'll be doing a montage, high-res montage of the stuff that didn't come out too well from last week's show. Okay, moving on swiftly. Dun, 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 Penny!
I can't, I'm sorry, but the show's now going to go downhill with me after seeing Carl's work.
I doubt that.
No.
So I do lots of different things, mostly part works and a few scale models. What I brought tonight is my Eddie Stobart. I've just, don't pop this up just yet. I'm just doing a screen share thingy for later when I describe. So basically the Eddie Stobart is a weekly magazine. This is the latest issue that I've got, which is issue 106, 140. So it's not fully built. So I'm just trying to explain part works to people who don't understand, don't know them. You get one issue a week. You get a magazine and you get some parts. Sometimes you get a lot of parts. Sometimes you don't get many parts. Sometimes you get big parts. Sometimes you get small parts. A lot of people might make the mistake of going, well, that's not really worth the cover price. You have to remember with the part works, you're going to build a model. It's the journey that you're buying. In the magazine, you get instructions on how to build. So they go through like that. My bugbear with these is that they are simplified quite a bit. But you know, there's different age ranges, and then you usually get an article or two. So this one's all about their Dagenham depot, and by the time you've got 140 issues, not only do you end up with a lovely model, but you get a lot of information. So you get the reading material. What you are going to finish up with, if I can ask you to bring the screenshot up. This is a still from Harshek's promotional video. So there's no copyright issues, but that's what you'll end up with. So that's the size of it. It's 1:12 scale. So I'll show you what I've got so far. So I'll show you the big bits on this camera. We've recently started work on the trailer. So all we have for the trailer is the chassis. You see how big it is compared to my head.
1 second.
Wow.
So that's the trailer. This part that I've just shown you, which is the fifth wheel, obviously that's going onto the truck. But that's going to go roughly there where my finger is.
Is that all metal, Penny?
This is all metal.
Does it come pre-painted?
Pardon?
Does it come pre-painted?
Yes. This is something I'm going to bring up. The good thing about the part works is that you can take them wherever you want to take them. You can build it straight out of the magazine and you will get a wonderful model. Or you can take it further. I've taken my engine a little bit further, which I'll come to. So you could strip all of this down and repaint it. You could even change it to take everything off and change it to, I don't know, Jack Richards transport, whatever you want to do. Obviously, do your research. This is the back doors for the trailer with opening door. As I say, we've not done much work on the trailer. There's still another 20 something issues to go. So let me show you the wonderful bit. I'm just going to pop that on the floor and hope I don't step
Just a
on
quick
it.
word to everybody in chat tonight. Feel free to ask questions of anyone on the panel.
Yes,
I
please
will do
do.
my best to keep up with the chat.
So the actual build, I'm sorry about the camera angles, guys, but this is the cab so far. The actual cab isn't attached. Now the cab does have a mechanism on it there, so you'll be able to tilt the cab forwards. Now, with regards to the metal and the plastic, it's essentially metal where it needs strength, plastic where it needs detail. So the cab is metal because you're going to get the strength and you're going to get the finish. Things like the windscreen wipers are plastic, the mirrors. But I mean, the small details on here are amazing.
Sorry, Penny, I've got to ask. What's her name?
This one's Twiggy. This is the first one.
They used to give all the Eddie Stobart wagons their own personalised name.
I can't remember the names, but there were 4 first ones. One was Twiggy, one was Dolly, after Dolly Parton, and there was 2 others, I believe. I can't remember the names now. But this is Twiggy as in the model. It's things like, adjustable parts. The passenger seat isn't the same as the driver's seat. The driver's seat is a lot more adjustable, as you would expect.
Wow.
Amazing.
You've got now the brake pedal will activate the brake lights. The accelerator won't do anything. But it's just the small details that I love about it.
I think you better warn people about the cost of those kits, Penny.
Right. So this is going to be ballpark figure around about £1,400.
Wow.
But
so that's about $1,500.
Yeah. But it's just under £40 every 4 weeks. You can buy them in the shops. Not in the shop, sorry. Well, you can buy them at the newsagents, and it's a tenner a week, which becomes a little bit more pocket money then, doesn't it? So I'm just going to put that aside, and I'm going to show you the chassis, which now looks very, very small because we've taken everything off it.
Joe Sousa says he drove an international cargo star that looked like that.
Yeah. It has steering, but I won't be using the steering much. What I tend to find with, say, the Route Master, if you start turning the steering wheel, because of the weight of the model, it puts a lot of strain on it.
Hobby Barn is asking, what scale is that, Penny?
1 to 12. Now, what I've done, you can see it there. The engine was all red, so I had to go at weathering. Now, these were cleaned daily, but I don't believe the engine would have been cleaned every day. So I've tried to weather that as though it's a well looked after vehicle. So I've done a little bit of light weathering. I've also repainted some of the wires, and I'm going to be repainting all of these because I don't think they would have been red. I think they would have been black rubber. And I think the extra colours just help it stand out more. This will be seen because you'll be able to tilt the cab forward. But yeah, it's a lovely little model. Can I just respond to that one that says, yeah, no, I can find better things? Yeah, that one. No, absolutely fair comment.
That's Marcy.
It's one of those things that you've got to want to buy. If you don't want to buy it, £1,500, if it doesn't interest you, £1,500 is a lot of money. And I think you could say that about anything, really. Some of the Airfix starter sets, I can find better things to spend £12 on. If it's just not really for you, it's a complete waste of money.
Well, it's the cost, isn't it? I mean, it's horses for courses as far as cost goes. If you afford something, you can afford it.
Because it's broken down into small chunks of 40 quid every 4 weeks, it makes it affordable. If I had to pay 1,500 quid, and then I got the whole lot in one go. There's no way I can afford to buy them. There we go. Look, Twiggy, Tammy as in Wynette, Dolly Parton, and there's so much chat coming in, I missed it. Susie as in Susie Quattro. Yeah, it is. I mean, the thing is, you can go out and buy. I've seen model Lamborghinis in 1:6 scale, all built for you, 12, 13, 1,400 quid. You get it, you open the box, you take it out, voila, it's complete. Someone once said it's not necessarily the actual model, it's the journey. I've had many, many hours of pleasure out of this.
Yeah, exactly that. It's the journey.
Yeah, and I do honestly think it's the journey. And also you can cancel at any time. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. You can cancel at any time. And there's been a few part works where I've bought, say, the first 4 or 5 issues and then thought, yeah, this isn't going anywhere for me. And I've cancelled it. And yeah, I've lost 50 quid. But, you know, you sort of decide early on if it's going to be for you. And I've loved this right from the start.
Cool.
Marcy, you now have a blue spanner, by the way, on my channel. So feel free to advertise your channel on the chat. Back to you, Penny. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you have to excuse this. I've got Kitten on my lap who loves the bus, but take advantage when I can. There you go. There's a complete waste of money for you. Buying kittens and feeding them and buying toys that they don't want to play with. And then as soon as I get a delivery of part works, they're in the box. So, yeah, sorry, I can't think of anything else to say about it. I mean, it's great fun to build. And it's a really good entry level, I think, into making. Because all you really need is a screwdriver, which you get with the part work. And then, you know, you can decide to take it further. I mean, if you look at DS Models, what he's done to some of his buses, that's the direction I could take the Eddie Star. I mean, I've got the bus myself.
Yeah, we have a montage of DS's models coming up towards the end of the show in high res because they didn't come out last week. Penny, thank you so much for sharing us that Eddie Snowbat. Excellent stuff. Okay, moving swiftly on. We have some more fresh meat for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Jeff Donahue, welcome to the show. What have you got for us, my friend?
Here's what I'm currently working on. Let me switch the camera around a little bit. Let's see here. Here's the one that's currently being built. This is the Mini Art British Armored Lorry, 1/35 scale. I've been putting out videos every day on it. It'll be done soon.
I strongly advise everybody in chat to hit up Jeff Donahue's page right now. There are some truly outstanding builds.
Thank you.
And I don't say that lightly.
Here's what I've just finished. And several of us have built these. This is a Hobby Boss GMC with the Bofors on the back. We built this as a dedication build to our friend Jim Steen that recently passed away. Peter at Odd-Scale Modeling built one too, and a few of the other guys have. This one was finished maybe a week or so ago.
There's been a few conversations going on recently in streams that I've been involved in between Mini Art and Hobby Boss has been mentioned, and this new Chinese firm called Tacom.
Yes.
And the quality almost weekly seems to be going up with every new kit they release. Now, that is without doubt the best Hobby Boss kit I've ever seen. I just want to give up modeling now.
I've actually bought another Hobby Boss kit that I'll be building before too long. Yeah, I was really impressed with it.
Nice.
The instructions have a lot of issues. Parts missing and, not showing where parts go and things like that. But that was a lot of fun to build.
But that's a level of detail that I've not seen before on a Hobby Boss kit. Is there much aftermarket on that, or stuff that you?
There's no aftermarket on it at all. I painted it with Mr. Color lacquer paints, and then I weathered it with some of the MIG oil brushers, and that's pretty much all I've done to it.
The tires look fantastic.
Thanks, John.
They really make that model pop.
Yeah,
it's the balance between going overboard on the weathering, isn't it? The weathering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to make the reflectors as well, didn't you, Jeff?
I had to make some of them. Yeah, the kit came with 4, and it actually needed 6, so I made a few of them up. Wasn't a big deal. Took a couple of minutes with some clear sprue. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to build. Took me. I don't work on my kits, like hours and hours a day. I work a little while every day, and it took me about 3 weeks to put it together.
Just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how much did the kit cost you over in the US?
I think it was right around $40 or $45.
That's incredibly cheap. Incredibly cheap.
Like that. Here's one of my favorite kits.
I just bought it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Santa's bringing it to me.
Santa's bringing it, huh?
Yeah.
No, that's
This is a mini art. It's actually the same chassis as the one I'm currently working on. They use this same chassis for their double-decker buses too. So, mini art's real good about having a base design and then building quite a few variations on it.
Not on the desk.
That just looks.
Oh,
And that's real coal in the back too. Real English coal.
excellent. And quite a different subject matter from the usual tanks.
Yeah,
and aircraft.
yeah.
Oh, kudos.
Yeah, I really enjoyed building this one.
So which brand of model was it again? Did I miss
This
that?
is a mini art.
Again, mini art.
Yeah,
Everyone's
1/35 scale.
I think that mini art was taking the world by storm, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think so, Penny.
Mini art was located in the Ukraine, and luckily they were able to move the whole process to Poland, I believe. So they're out of the war zone now. Here's a kit. I was talking earlier about kits that are really, really bad, but if you want one, there's only one way to get one. So,
See, I
That's
wouldn't know that was a bad kit because you've done a good job on it.
well, thank you.
How is that a bad kit then?
It's not, is it?
Nothing fit.
Anymore.
Absolutely nothing fit.
What kit is it?
It's a Rodin. It's a Holt tractor, artillery tractor.
By the way you're talking, you sound like you're talking about Airfix.
No, it's actually a Rodin.
You love it,
Yeah,
Vic, don't you?
but there wasn't one part on this that I didn't have to rework. Nothing at all fit.
Oh,
But this
But
is the
that
only
just
place.
goes to show, though, that if you've got the patience,
Yeah, yeah.
would you say that's more patience or more skill to bring that up to that level?
Well, I'd say patience more than anything.
Right.
It didn't take an awful lot of skill, just basic skills. But
Would you say an average modeler could produce similar results to that fit-wise?
Depends what you mean by an average modeler, really.
it just
Right.
depends on whether they're willing to put in the time.
So it's time and effort then.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And taking your time and making sure it's right. I got one more I'll show you real quick.
cool.
All of the skills necessary to do that are learnable from people like that.
Yeah,
This
I
was
do
my
believe
favorite
all the skills are learnable, but
painting
Oh,
project.
yeah. Let's go World War One, baby.
There you go. French Saint-Chamond tank. So I really enjoyed painting this. It was a lot of fun.
I'm guessing
That's all hand painted with Vallejo paints.
Yeah, fantastic. Great work, Jeff.
It was a lot of fun to build this
have
one.
you finished destroying my house yet?
It's a great video series. Really interesting because Jeff talks a lot about history and stuff and why it was this and why it was that because it's World War
Yeah.
One. And I enjoy all your stuff, but that was
Thanks,
that was
John.
one of the more enjoyable, relatively. They're all fantastic, but that one was
Thank you.
Well, it was the guys on the panel that threw me in Jeff's direction. And as soon as I jumped on Jeff Chandler and saw what he was producing, I thought, I've got to get this guy on here. My God.
That's just kind of a
Jeff's taught
basic
me
smattering of some of the stuff I've been working on.
And GMC Joe's given us some history on the Holt tractors. The Holt tractors were a range of continuous track haulers built by the Holt Manufacturing Company of Stockton, California.
Yes, that's correct.
Let's go through the rest of the chat for your particular section. That tractor is excellent stuff, Jeff. That's from Manuel, Model Plastic, who is also on the panel tonight. Just come in.
Oh, okay.
Flying Dutchman, that tank, such a unique design. Yes, I just wish they made one in 1:16 so I could have one as well.
Yeah.
Excellent as always, Jeff. That's from Oscale Modeling. Good to have you back from the hospital, Peter, by the way.
Peter, I'm glad you're home.
Yeah, buddy.
Hi, Dominic. Thank you.
High praise indeed from Dominic. Big fan of Jeff's work. Good job, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
Jeff, sir, it's a pleasure of mine to have you on the show tonight, and thank you for joining us. Anytime you want to come back, I will be throwing you an invite every week now. Whether you take it up or not is entirely up to you. I won't be offended if you don't. I don't get upset like that. But I anytime you want to pop back in.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Next up tonight is the one, the only Mad Dog. Lindsay, how you doing, my friend?
You caught me unawares there.
I'm sorry for the wait tonight. It's a full house, and I think we're going to be going way past 10 o'clock tonight. So I don't mind. I'll keep it going as long as people are watching. Lindsay, what have you got for us?
Well, first of all, we're going to stay with mini art.
Again, everyone's singing mini art.
This is the Megaris. This is 1/35th scale. It's a lovely little build. It is kind of fiddly. It is for me with big sausage fingers like mine.
Oh.
So, but yeah, it was. It's a nice little kit to put together.
It's very nice.
It went well. It went well together. So. We shan't dilly-dally saying too much, but yeah. This is all rattle can sprayed and airbrush chassis.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So we have that one. We'll get rid of that one. Next one.
How much the mini art kit was, because I'm intrigued how they can do these. If yours was as cheap as. When I say cheap, I don't mean rubbish. I mean like inexpensive. That's the word I should use.
I think I'll pay 23 quid for this.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Next on the bench, we've got a little hobby boss, Panzer. Because I normally do massive builds, don't I? Building ships and stuff, and they take months and months to build. Yep. And you get kind of like worn out afterwards. So I had a bit of modelers block, so I nipped through my stash, digging through stuff, and I thought, and I see this in there, and I thought I'll build this. So it's a little tank. It is weathered. I don't know how well you can see it in the.
We can see it, but it's very, very subtle, Lindsay. I would say.
Sorry.
It's subtle weathering.
Yeah. It's just a subtle. I didn't want to go too heavy with it. There's like a few little oil stains and a little bit of rust here and there. Yeah, it was a nice little build.
Nice.
Just took a couple of weeks.
So tonight has become the Hobby Boss and Mini Art Show. Welcome everyone.
So that's that one. It's a nice little build.
Beautiful.
So that's that one. Get rid of that. And also, I did this one as well, which is the famous PT 109.
There you go.
Very good.
That's nice.
This is,
you send that to me right now for free, Lindsay.
This is the Revell one. This is the Revell of Germany.
Yeah.
One, but in 172 scale.
Nice.
A nice little build. It fitted ever so well. I had no issues with it.
Is that the one I've got? And it's got the kitchen sink in it.
It's got what in it?
Kitchen
It's
sink.
one I've got. It looks very similar to that. It's got the kitchen sink in it as well.
Yeah,
The
inside.
kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. And also I used Easy Line for the lines and the rigging. So yeah. Nice little build.
What was the scale again, Liz, on that?
172 scale.
That's huge for 172.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By any chance, can you remember the cost?
I think I paid a tenner for it, second hand.
Absolute bargain.
Oh my gosh.
Real deal.
You ripped the poor guy off.
Yeah.
Well, the guy was selling his stash, so I think I bought about 30 kits from him.
So did you say to him, "Oh well, Revel of Germany not as good as Revel of the US. It's not worth as much."
What are you trying to do? Put a rope around my neck? Trying to chuck me under the bus. I know what you're doing. Yeah, so,
Outstanding stuff again. You've been very subtle with us tonight, mate.
So that's what I've got.
Brilliant, Lindsay.
Very nice.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Lindsay is one of the regulars on our panel here at Show and Tell. His details and links are in the description if you want to throw him a subscription. That would help us a great deal for this little community we're building. All the links for all of the participants tonight are in the description for tonight's live stream. So please, it's easy enough. You just click the link, give them a subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Head on over there now. So next up tonight, Lindsay, thanks again. I am going to go to John. You've been waiting a long time.
No problem. I've been enjoying the show.
John Armick, welcome aboard, sir.
Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's well. Let me switch cameras
It's
here.
like World War II. We've got the Brits and we've got all the Allies in tonight. Oh, lordy.
Very nice.
Wow.
Oh,
So I finished this. This is the Airfix 124th
Hello, sir.
Spitfire Mark 9C. And this came out last fall. I picked mine up probably a couple months after, I saw a lot of the unboxings, and I watched the Airfix videos about how it was. This is a completely new tooling, and everything was produced in the UK. Plastic.
Are you going to go there, John?
Yeah. So
You are as well. Go on.
So I bought it, and I thought, okay, this would be a good like a serial series of build for the channel, and I'm glad I did it that way, because it took 3 months, I don't know, 4 months to finish. Let's see, and the reason why I sort of chose this one was because I know Terry just bought this kit, and he's got it on his shelf. And you are really, really going to love putting this together.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no, you will. It's really enjoyable. And I'm not really a plane guy. I'm primarily an armor person, but I do cars and I do planes as well. But this was absolutely fantastic. The options that you have. I think you had 5 build options, and they're clear about that up front. So you kind of have to choose one, and then if you go through the instructions, you get this away from the. Yeah, we go.
The thing that struck me on the unboxing was the amount of detail on that. I was stunned by the amount of detail that Airfix had put in. That's the first thing to grab me, to be fair.
It is extremely impressive. So this was about $100 once I got it, but gosh, it was $100 worth of modeling fun, right? You know, worth of the hobby. So you can build all this closed. It's got the twin 20 millimeter cannons. It's got the these are 303s here. The engine, that was probably my favorite part of it. Maybe just before the cockpit here, but the engine, I'll try to be ginger with it, but
stunning work, John. Stunning work, my friend.
Very nice.
The engine is it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous to put that thing together. Flip it over, you know, and I don't really flip my models over too much, so I weathered it, but I didn't go crazy.
Again, subtle, just correct.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the way I like it too. So, Lindsay, I'm totally in your camp. You know, when like I do that the same with tanks. I make them dusty and dirty, but I don't make them look like they've been sitting in a field for 40 years. So, yeah, the cockpit. So the only thing that I bought that was aftermarket were the seatbelts. So the seatbelts that come with the kit, they're if you put them to scale, the straps are an inch thick.
Yeah.
So I just bought the aftermarket for that, and that was well worth it. The decals were absolutely fantastic. The decals were great to work with. There's still quite a bit in this kit. You know, this all spins. So this is so the paints are there. There's a couple Humbrol here, but primarily it's Mr. Color. I really like Mr. Color paints. I like working with.
When you say Humbrol enamels, or
Yep. So so the underside is all Humbrol Ocean Gray, and then this is definitely Humbrol. I wanted this to be the Humbrol color, and I think that because Humbrol nailed this. I forget what it's called. It's beige something or other, but I painted this, and I painted this. So I was trying to get the.
It's rarely hear of people using Humbrol these days. It's really rare.
So I thin it with Mr. Color leveling thinner, and it sprays fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I've never had a problem with Humbrol paints at all, ever. So it's just recently I've heard there's been some included in starter kits by Epics or something like that. Is it Humbrol?
Oh yeah, where the pots are just, you know, like King Tut old or something like that.
So
yeah.
John, can we just, because a lot of people have bought this model, can we just talk about the fit of it for a second? Because I know there's a lot of channels online that have been sent the kit for free for evaluation. They built it and they said lots of nice things about it. Now, I've heard off the radar that there are some fit issues. Did you have any problems with the fit on that Spitfire?
Yes, I did. The wings themselves went together great. When I mated it with the fuselage, I had some fit issues where you just have to. So this end is wrestling with this end.
Yeah.
And so there's kind of it was a tug of war, and finally I just settled somewhere in between. Where I had the biggest problem was here. So you have to have that cockpit all put in place perfectly. If it's not, when you go to try to put the fuselage half together, it goes together great at this end. I didn't have a problem, but I really wrestled with this. I had to. There's the firewall here, but there's another one here, and I was constantly just kind of filing it down and sanding it down. Just trying to get these two pieces to come together, and I finally did. And I think you can't really see the seam now, but that took the most
So
amount of
you
time.
managed to get it together without any filler or anything like that. It did go together.
Eventually, yes,
Right.
yes. And so, yeah, there's no putty or anything, or
And please, no one misunderstand. I'm not against Airfix at all. It's just I wanted to get an opinion from someone who didn't pay for who paid for the kit, built it on his own, and has no other axe to grind or anything. So, yeah, it's a good warning for people who are about to build it. Just be wary.
that this all, when you're putting the cockpit all together, that has to be absolutely spot on. And there's this, you'll see it when you build it. There's this cantilevered, I don't know, sub firewall. It's like right here. It's behind the instrument panel. That has to fit into the inside of this fuselage just perfectly. And but otherwise, that was pretty much it. The wings went together okay, and even now, I mean, I'm looking at this and I can see it. This isn't perfect. It's not. I finally just settled on. It looks a lot better back here than it does up front.
How did you get on with the cowlings, John?
I'm sorry?
How did you get on with the cowlings on the engine at the front?
Oh, so from the very
I had some
beginning, I decided
problems
I was
with
going to leave those off, but it does have the it has the part here at the bottom, right? I didn't want to leave that off, but I didn't even mess with it, right? Because you spend so much time on this engine. The engine is so detailed and it's so gorgeous. It would be a sin to cover that up. So no, I didn't even.
I wish I'd done that.
I think Carl's actually built the very same model.
Yeah, I should have left it open.
Yeah. And then I wasn't going to show this, but since this was my very first mini art kit, this is
Hello,
welcome to the club.
The Lands Bulldog, and I have completely fallen in love with mini art. I'm now doing my 4th mini art kit. The engineering is absolutely fantastic. The details are fantastic. The instructions are.
Can I just state right now, we are not sponsored by Mini Art or Hobby Boss.
I am not sponsored by anyone, so this is just my honest take.
But if something's good quality, value for money, and a good all-round kit, then yes, show it off, advertise it by all means. Let us know that you've had a good kit, and this is what this show is all about,
I think I paid 32. I was looking it up while we were talking because we got on to price. I paid $32 for this tractor. It seems small, but there's a lot of detail to it. So I got a lot of modeling pleasure from this. It was worth $32 for sure.
Can we bring it a little closer? I've been trying to get screen grabs as we've been going through.
Yeah, sorry.
Focus. That's just delicious.
Let me put. This might not work. I have a lamp system here. This might not work, but it may wash it out.
That's just stunning, isn't it?
Because I mean, this all steers and moves just like the regular thing. Yeah.
And again, different subject matter. I love it.
Yeah, it was great. So that's it for me. Thank you.
John Alec, thank you so much for joining us again this week. Anytime you want to pop in, the invites are going out. If you take it, you take it. Makes me happy.
Thank you.
Everybody, John Alec, thank you, sir. And he's been waiting far too long, and he's a good friend to the channel. He's a great panelist. Manuel, welcome aboard.
Hi, Manuel.
Hey, Manuel.
For today, I'm going to show you one of my first bombers. This is a very old kit. This is from Robin.
Manuel, your microphone is very, very muted, mate. Are you a distance from your microphone?
Just a minute. I'm going to take a little. I listen better. Okay.
Still muffled, but we'll go with it. We'll have to lip read.
Just a minute. Sorry.
Hang fire, people. He's sorting his. We've got technical issues.
Test card up on you.
I listen better now, Terry.
I've got to be honest, it's not any better, Manuel. Just go for it, my friend.
Yep.
Okay. Just a minute.
And that's what that's a Heinkel.
You see better now?
That's perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So sorry, that was the microphone.
Welcome to
Sorry.
the show, Manuel.
Thank you, Terry. Terry, as I was going to tell me, this is one of my first bombers. This is the Heinkel B. Pedro, the first one in the series of the Heinkels. This was the prototype used in the Spanish Civil War from the Condor Legion. This is from Rother 172 scale. This is a very old kit.
Again, beautiful 172.
Yes, I'm going to brush you. I have detail you can see because of the canopy, but all the detailing inside is there, but you can see. This is a characteristic bomber from it was the first of the series of the Heinkel. It was the prototype they used for later from the Battle of the England.
And what brand is that model, Manuel?
This is from Roden.
Roden.
Roden, is that?
It's a brand I'm not familiar with, I have to be honest.
Yes. This is they have another one. This is the latest from the Engels from the Luftwaffe. This is the prototype, the B1 Pedro. It have another version, the A version from the Chinese army. More older than that. This is from the exact colors they use. You can see in the bottom with the systems of the guns. Everything is here. And
That is a model
two,
one day. I'll have to get around to building that.
and detail some parts of the engines. This is for the parts of the exhaust I do in scratch build because they don't have. This is scratch build.
Well, you certainly go big. That's one of the first models you built.
Yes, it's one of my first bombers.
Nice.
I do the exhaust because they don't have in the model. I do in the scratch. On the system of landing, I detail it. Just a minute, I'm going to show because of the light. The system of landing gear. I detail everything, the part of the spares.
Very nice.
Sorry, guys. I was just swearing something in the background. It's all gone wrong. Sorry.
No problem. And this is I put here some detailing because the pilot, in this case the commandant pilot, it was in this plane. They have a little dog, and they have a little dog, and put the dog in the tail. You can see here.
Oh, that's fantastic.
This was real. They have a little dog, and because the dog died, it's a little restored from this ankle, and they put the little dog in the tail of the plane.
Nice.
Thank you, Joe. Now I'm going to show you another one. This is more small, one of my little jewels.
There you go.
The Panzer II. In 172 scale, you can see my hand.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Now, for anyone brand new to the channel, anyone watching in, these 1-72s really are pocket money models. I mean, there's nothing stopping anyone from getting into modeling because, under 10 quid usually for something this scale. And then you can do whatever you want to it.
You can see every details. I details the grills, parts of the engines, the exhaust, everything is here. You can see the hawk. You can see the size of this.
Very nice.
The tracks, these are link by link.
Mm-hmm.
With spare.
Oh, even in 1/72nd. Wow.
Yes, 1/72. Everything, the details you can see, I'm going to put in the autofocus. Every detail is here. The tools. I make the antenna in scratch.
Just on the front there, I can see you've done some weathering to give it a rusted.
Yes, I put some weathering in the part of the metal to create the damage in the metal.
Hold still, my friend. Let's get a look at it.
Sorry, I'm trying to focus because of the light. Yes, now you can see.
Right, I think you can see what I mean now.
You can see the detail. This is 1/72.
1/72. That's amazing. That looks
like some rust in the parts of the.
It does. It looks like somebody oversprayed the rust. That's brilliant.
Oh, that's great.
And parts of the for the driver and spare.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
You can see this is very little.
So again, what brand model was that?
This is from Revel 172, the new tool of Revel.
Not many out there.
Question that everyone. Sorry, I keep on talking over people. I do apologize.
Another one here. This is the Swedish tank, the MBT 1103. The very
love it.
This is 135 scale. This is more bigger.
Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but that's the tank that lowers its suspension, is it not?
Yes, the system of suspension, because this is not have the turret. It have a suspension here in the front, and creates the elevation of the barrel of the tank. It's amazing. With the system of suspension. I detail everything. You can see the machine guns, every detail everything. The systems of comports.
This is also a great example, Manuel. You showed us one of the first models you ever built, the Heinkel, to where you are now in modeling. And we've both followed a very similar path. I mean, I never used to do weathering on models or very clever paint jobs, but as I've done along, I've done a little bit more as each year goes by. And look at that.
This is the system of exhaust, because they are in the snow to don't damage the engine. They put here these mangs and create the effects with the spots of the smoke. And you can see the machine gun with the ammunitions. Sorry, you can see the detail of the machine gun.
Wow,
very nice.
I put the box in the ammunitions, everything.
You see, it would be so easy to overdo the weathering, and tonight, from everyone, it's just been sublime. Just the subtle, not overdoing it. It's just perfect.
And the parts, the accessories, I detail even the tracks. I do the rust effect with the metal.
Nice. A lot of detail on the top surface.
Yes, this is from Trumpeter 135.
Again, Trumpeter.
Here in the parts of the box, you can see every details of the locks. I'm not trying to focus, sorry, for the camera. You can see the rivets.
Yeah,
you can see the spares. I create the effect of the metal here in the spare tracks.
Outstanding, mate.
Thank you, John.
Manuel, again, just great stuff. Thank you so much.
Lovely.
Thank you,
well,
guys.
I told you, boys and girls, tonight would be epic, and I don't.
You can see the size.
Just a little difference.
This is the mother, and this is the son.
Okay, boys and girls, look, I've got to start wrapping this up. Unfortunately, I want to keep going, but what I've got to do this week is show you some of the guys who have put. Well, they weren't streaming very well. It wasn't coming through at very good quality, and I felt bad because they weren't able to show their stuff in all its glory. So what I'm going to do is quickly run a little montage of their stuff. Then I'll go back to everyone on the panel so we can say good night and run the outro. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Let me just get this up. Are we ready? Hit go.
Well done, dear mate.
Something in it. The detail on this just blew me away. Okay, let's say goodnight, everybody. Lucky show in history tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, MP. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, John. Everyone that's been watching at home and in chat, please do think about giving the guys a subscription. The links are in the description of tonight's live video. Couldn't be easy. Just click the link and boom, thumbs up and whatever you need to do. Right now, I need to find our outro because I'm as organized as ever. And then we'll go around and let everyone say goodnight. Hang on, give me a sec. Present, video file. They need to put some work into this StreamYard so I can line things up to play. Right, here we go. Ding, ding, ding. Come on. Pause. Back. Right, it's all ready to play. So we'll go around to each and every one and say goodnight. MP, say goodnight.
Say good from Portugal.
Thank you, mate. Penny, say goodnight.
Thank you for having me on. Take care, everyone. Good night.
Anytime, Penny. Lindsay!
Bye, guys.
Thank you for joining us, Lindsay. You're a star, mate. Thank you. Carl,
Ta-ra. Thank
have the
you.
nerves gone yet? Have the nerves gone yet?
No, I will in a minute. I'll get a pint in a minute.
That was a great first time, mate. Well done. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
And Jeff, thank you for joining me. I can't say that enough.
Thank you very much for the invite. I appreciate it. It's good to
Hey,
see
you're
you
gonna get one
guys.
you're gonna get one every week now.
Okay.
John Alec.
Uh-oh, no sound.
On mute.
I am on mute. Hey,
There you
Harry,
go.
thanks for having us all. Really
There you
appreciate it. Be well and happy modeling.
Oh, and before I go, I just want to do this and do a quick. Let me turn the lights off for a second.
Oh, you want
I wasn't going to show tonight, but I'll just do it quickly. It won't take long. You know me and my ancient kits. Well, people who follow my channel, I like classic kits, old kits. Now, this thing I've got here, you might have seen it, is a almost 40-year-old
Oh, nice.
AMT Ertl, full fiber optic system inside. Sadly, it's been kiddified because my kids used to play with it and it's smashed in half. There's all the fiber optics inside it. It's the absolute original kit.
Very nice.
Apart from the original lights that came with it were halogens, and I've changed those to LED because obviously halogens don't behave very well in the plastic model. They get a little bit hot. So that's her, and you know, these are still available on eBay, and they're not that expensive. I saw one for about 35 quid the other day, and it's a great little build if anyone fancies it. So that's that, the AMT Ertl Star Destroyer. Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Let's play the outro. Hang on a minute. I'm so organized. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Makers, the final frontier. These are the adventures of the YouTube channel Little History. Its eternal mission to explore strange new models, to seek out new kits and new brands, to boldly go where no scratch build has gone before.